the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. 'Cause this is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. 'Cause this is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for always supporting TD Fins Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Right now, I want to give you all the opportunity to join the TD Fins Talk Discord server. Yes, we have our own Discord server now. That way, you'll always have access to our Miami Dolphins community. That way, if you're not getting notifications for videos or you want to know what's going on or the latest, or just chat Miami Dolphins football, you can download the app and make sure that you sign up for TD Fins Talk Discord. The link is in the description of the video. Make sure you check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Again, let's enjoy the server and let's use it responsibly. Fins up no matter what. Peace. Fins up no matter what. What up, everybody? Welcome back to TD Fins Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Hit that like button on your way in the building. Please let your friends and family members know about the channel as well. We continue to grow at a very fast pace. And hey, listen, baby, we're on our journey to 30,000. Hopefully we can achieve that by next summer. By this time next year, we want to hit 30,000, man. Beautiful times, baby. Beautiful times. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all already know, this stream is being brought to you by none other than BetUS. All right. The link is in the description of the video. Make sure that you sign up for BetUS, receive a 125% sign up bonus. Listen, I already know there's a lot of people that say they already signed up for BetUS and they've taken advantage of the bonus. Congratulations, enjoy, have fun. Send me some of your best slips when you win. I like to show those things off. So that's pretty cool. So make sure that you sign up for BetUS. If you're looking for all the latest odds, I'll be posting them on Twitter too. So make sure y'all go check me out on Twitter. I post all the odds, some of the give me's, some of the things that I believe is going to happen. I think they got Tua's touchdowns at 26.5 this year. You got to go over on that. You got to go over on that. As long as he stay healthy. As long as he stay healthy, you got to go over on that. I know some of y'all are asking about the Discord. We just set the Discord up. The link is in the description of the video. Join the Discord, because going forward after this stream, I will be posting on the Discord, hey, I'm about to go live, those type of things, just in case you have a problem getting the notifications. You won't have to worry about those things anymore, all right? Hit that like button. We'll get started when we get 100 likes, because we got over 200 people in the building, but we ain't got 50 likes. So let's get 100 likes, y'all, all right? What's going on, people? What's going on? How is everybody feeling? I hope great. I hope everybody doing good. We got to talk about this Jonathan Taylor situation, because, listen, my opinion on this matter, it's going to be very interesting. My opinion on this matter is going to be very interesting. Matter of fact, man, hit the like button. Let's go. Hit that like button. Go ahead and get that like button hit. What's your username in Discord? TD Fins Talk. TD space Fins with PHINS space talk. TALK. So TD Fins Talk. The link is in the description. It should be the invite link. All right. Y'all not getting him stopped. Boy, these Jets, Bills, Patriots fans are nervous about the Dolphins getting Jonathan Taylor. Y'all notice that? They super nervous about it, man. Come on, 8 more likes. Hit that like button. Hit that like button and let's get started. 7 more likes. Punch the like button. Hit the like. Yeah, they scared. My brother in the building, Breon, love you, bro. Enjoy, man. All right, we got 100 likes. Let's go ahead and get started. Listen, Jonathan Taylor might be a Dolphin soon, y'all. I'm going to give y'all all the reasons why. This man may legitimately be a Dolphin soon. And I ain't blowing no smoke just to get you riled up. But listen, let me tell you something. First of all, they say Chris Greer don't like running backs though. When has Chris Greer really had an opportunity to get literally probably top 3, top 4 running back in the NFL? Dalvin Cook ain't that, by the way, just so you know. You can argue top 10, but he ain't top 5. He ain't top 5. When have you had the opportunity to get a top 5, top 3 running back in the NFL? And let me tell y'all something. The one thing the Miami Dolphins haven't been able to do is actually find a primary running back. And I'm telling y'all now, this is the opportunity that you wait on, because this ain't no Dalvin Cook situation. And I don't care what you think. Dalvin Cook ain't no Jonathan Taylor. He ain't no Jonathan Taylor at all. Jonathan Taylor is the real deal Holyfield. Every aspect of his game, just the complete dog beast at the position. It don't get much better than Jonathan Taylor. The man's still young as ever. I mean, how old Jonathan Taylor now? 25? 24 or something? Wow, somebody just said he 24. 24 still. 24 years old. Like literally top 5 running back in the NFL who isn't a one-trick pony. He does it all. He does it all. Better than Derrick Henry, just Derrick Henry has the size of bloop, bloop, bloop. That's the you see what I mean? That's what gives Derrick Henry the edge over a lot of people. So this is the opportunity, honestly, for the Miami Dolphins to go ahead and finish this rebuild. You want to know why I think it's gonna happen too? One thing our offensive line showed us the other night is they like run blocking. They love run blocking. Those boys are ready to run block. Now, pass blocking, we'll see how they hold up. But they actually really like, that's actually a lot of those guys' strengths is run blocking. And we got to protect Tua this year. We got to keep him healthy to go the distance. And you bring in a Jonathan Taylor and you don't put too much pressure on Tua and Tyreek. And I'm telling you, Tyreek and Waddle, those guys will be even more efficient. This is the move to make. People like, yeah, but we don't have the money. Yeah, we do. Because you got to look at how we're going to acquire him. If you trade Ogba in a few assets, that's going to save you $16 million right there. You already can give him his deal. There's so many different things you could do. You got Mostert and Jeff Wilson. You don't mind letting go any one of them. Cedric Wilson, maybe you can get off of that contract. The coach may be willing to take an expiring contract. That's all they want to do. Teams love expiring contracts. They ain't on the hook for it. You ain't got to give up a first-round pick if you're giving assets plus a mid-round pick. We could easily do it. Now, what scares me is this. Can't believe I'm going to say this. They might tell Chris Greer they want Christian Wilkins, and they'll give us a draft pick. They might say, we want Christian Wilkins, and we'll give you a 5th, and we'll send over Jonathan Taylor. When Wilkins worth more to me. Yeah, you ain't getting no second-round pick for no Wilkins in a second. I mean, Taylor in a second. You ain't getting no second. They might say, send me Christian Wilkins, because we know you can't pay the man anyway, which could be true. But if they did that, we'd be able to pay Jonathan Taylor, and we'll have some cap space this year to be able to go get some more help. Because remember, Christian Wilkins getting that, if I'm not mistaken, that 5th-year option, what, 10, 11, or 12 million or something like that? I forgot what the number was, but it got to be somewhere around there. You bring in Jonathan Taylor, you're going to give him a new deal. And the first year, you can make it 1 million if you want. You ain't got to make it massive. You'll be coming up off of Christian Wilkins' current money, and you ain't got to pay him the big money in the future. You bring in Jonathan Taylor for pennies. Now you got money to spend if you want to go really for broke and go get some linemen. I don't know. All I'm saying to y'all is this. He's the perfect pickup for us right now because he wouldn't be a rental. He wouldn't be a borrow. We would actually be giving him a 4 or 5 year deal because he's 24 years old. We would actually be investing in him being a part of the future. So you would have Chubb locked in for the long term. You would have Jonathan Taylor for the long term, potentially Tua getting ready to get locked in. You'll have Waddle, Jalen Phillips, your future spread out, especially on offense. You'll have your future. TD, the Colts are not trading for Wilkins. They have a lot of money there at D tackle. Hey, I'm just saying, even if it's a 3-way trade, I'm just telling you now that this is where things get very creative, and you just got to wonder if Chris Greer knows we need to win now. What is he doing about it? Does he think that this current roster is all he needs to go win a Super Bowl? Maybe, but why take it to chance? Why take it to chance? Would you be content with this current roster, or would you be going all in right now? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Current or all in? Put it in the comment section. Put current or all in. Current or all in. Let me know in the comment section as I read the super chats real quick. Shout out to the homie Glenn Paliker, said TD just showing love, just showing some live, bro. I know you meant love. Salute to you, Glenn. Thank you, bro. Appreciate the love. Look at all them all-ins. Look at all them all-ins. I don't see a single. Oh, there go one current. Lopez B had to mess it up. But look at all them all-ins. See, everybody know what time it is. Jonathan Taylor is coming off an injury. Right up Greer Alley. Well, that's true. Member for 16 months. Shout out to Dolphin number 1. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. 16 months, a year and 4 months you've been rocking with us and literally a contribution every month by being a member, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I know it. I read y'all comments. Y'all ready to win now? Load up like Philly did. Exactly. Need a Super Bowl. Exactly. If you got Jonathan Taylor, people don't realize if you were to trade like Ogba or Christian Wilkins or something like that, you'd be getting cap relief. I would hope we'd be doing it in a group like Ogba, sending Ogba, and agreeing to maybe pay some of his salary. Because the reality is Jonathan Taylor would give us the best running back in the division. We'd have the best receivers in the division. We'd have the best, arguably, one of the best defenses in the division. The defense really going to be a wash to me all across the board. And at that point, it just comes down to how well Tua plays. That's what it needs to be. We're going to watch film of the Houston game, but let me tell y'all something. We ain't going to sit here and blow things out of proportion and get all bent out of shape about the Houston game in a positive way. Like, yeah, we ran the rock. It was Houston. It was the Texans. And for the most part of the game, guys that may not make the team anyway. So we ain't gonna overinflate things like we have more than we probably do. Okay. Um, and I know that we never really got an opportunity to talk about that game as a post game. I did it on Bleacher Report, but we're gonna talk about that tonight too. But I want to finish up with this Jonathan Taylor situation because Chris Greer need to go ahead and get him a running back, a real one, and call it a day. You literally go get Jonathan Taylor, you take Mostert, and you put Mostert as part of the package. They would definitely take Mostert. And if you have to send Mostert and Jeff Wilson. That just means you got Jonathan Taylor, Ahmed, A-Chain, and now you can move Brooks up if you need to. Now you can move Brooks up. But you can send both of those guys if you have to in an Ogbar or something. If you can get off Cedric Wilson contract, you're a genius, but I don't know about that. McDaniels ain't trading his 49ers buddies. I know. See McDaniels would be the one that's standing between this. McDaniels would be the one that try to stand between this. If anybody would be the one, it would be McDaniels. What up, Lou? It would be him. I think Chris Greer is going to put a full court press. He's going to be willing to spend the money, and he's going to be willing to give up fair enough compensation, understanding the situation we in. Because, all right, you know what? We got to have a difficult conversation. I actually wanted to avoid this tonight, but the circumstance calls for it. We got to have a difficult conversation. This team needs a running back, a great run game this year. We actually do. Let me tell y'all something that I learned the other night. Even me, I'm guilty, y'all. I'm guilty of selling y'all on our team more than I should in the last preseason game. I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. Let me explain what I'm talking about. We have to have a run game. Before I do, shout out to the homie Glenn Paliker. He just gifted 5 TD Fans Talk memberships. He gave JD a membership, Walter a membership, the homie Lou a membership, Fin's Rule a membership, and Jets Forever a membership. That's what's up, man. Salute to you, bro. I know that they probably greatly appreciative that they get to support the channel on your behalf, man. That's what's up. That was big time. Some of y'all may not know that, but you can gift memberships to other people. What up, Chef Jew? Love you, brother. Real quick, y'all. We need a great run game. And I gotta have this difficult conversation. I've been trying to stay on the positive. This is still positive, but it's the truth. And you know, some people ain't gonna like it, but Tua is Tua. At this point, man, I'm tired of arguing with people what he can be or this and that. Tua is Tua, y'all. I don't want to argue no more. Tua is Tua. That ain't a bad thing. But I'm going to tell you now, it ain't a amazing thing either. And he needs all the help he can get. Because what we saw on Saturday is exactly who he is. We know that he could put a nice drive together, string some throws together, help us get down the field. But we also know that he could come right out there when you least expect it and throw the ball away to the other team. Now, he usually don't do it much, but teams are on to what he does. They have a better understanding of what he's trying to do. which means his interceptions most likely will go up this year. We need a great running game to minimize how his exposure, which would help us keep his interceptions down. And people are like, you talking like he threw a lot of picks. I'm not arguing with you. Tua Tagovailoa is very turnover prone. Lucky for him, they don't convert into turnovers all the time. We all have eyes. We know what we see. And I do not feel good putting the brunt of the weight of this team on his shoulders like most quarterbacks have to carry. Like when you take a guy like Patrick Mahomes, we know a guy like Patrick Mahomes pretty much got to lift about 70% of the weight on that team. His skill has to show up about 70% of the time. I am not going to be relying on Tua to have to lift this offense 70% of the time. I just want him to be at 50% and that's it, because that's what I know I can rely on. Anything above that is going to come with some ups and downs that we can live with and we can live and we can't live with. Because when he does turn the ball over, it is the most inexcusable turnovers there are. Like literally, you definitely ain't processing nor paying attention to what the secondary is doing. You're just seeing a man and trying to hurry up and get it to him. And it works a lot, just like that second drive. Seeing a guy trying to hurry up and getting it to him, and thank God we were getting it to him. What I'm trying to explain to people about Tua Tagovailoa, it's not about his play. This is the sucky thing, and people are going to definitely disagree with this. But let me tell you something. It's not about his play. It's about what the defense calls against his play. Just like that interception. If they would have just called a basic cover two, sending a blitz or something, that tight end would have caught that ball right in the seam and got tackled right away. But that's not what they called. They literally were prepared for him to fake the handoff, and they wanted to cover everything in the short because they were backed up in the end zone. They called the play designed to take away everything short and intermediate on that play. If we would have play action and went deep, we probably would have got a touchdown. They literally played it for that type of yardage to gain. And since they did, it was an interception. So this is what I try to tell people. It's not about his play. The sad thing is sometimes he doesn't even have control over how well or how bad he plays. It's just a matter of what the defense does. I could show y'all that in the Baltimore game. What the defense was doing was giving him nothing. Late in the game, what the defense was doing was giving him everything. It's a matter of the defense. So when you're excited and you see a wide open Tyreek and he hit him, we're not cooking the defense. Same with a lot of quarterbacks. They take advantage of what the defense gives them. The only difference is sometimes those defense don't give you anything, and that's whenever you determine how good a quarterback is. This is why I don't evaluate players when you got a wide open receiver. You still got to make the throw, and you get credit for that, but that's a small sample size of your evaluation. It's when the defense is playing great football, everybody's covered, but if you make a perfect throw, you can still make a play. Those type of plays. So that's why I feel like we really need a great running game, because it will do Tua justice so that he could be the most productive version of himself, because more won't be on his shoulders. QB 101, basically, exactly. That's just the reality. One of the biggest mistakes we ever made was trying to act as if Tua could fill the role of a Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, uh, manipulate and orchestrate like Peyton Manning, mobile and escapability like Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson, absorbing hits and piling forward like Josh Allen. Like that was our biggest mistake. And the reality is we got a good quarterback that can help us win games, but we shouldn't be asking him to win games. Just allow him to do his job. Let the play calling with the good balanced run game take care of the rest. And we might shock ourselves and win something special. We need Taylor. That would push us over the top, and everybody would deem us the favorites in the NFL, in my opinion. You heard all these pundits the other night. If the Dolphins can run the ball like this in the regular season, look out. Well, truth be told, I don't have faith that we can run the ball like this in the regular season. Because we're playing the Houston Texans. We weren't playing the Jets. Let me ask y'all a question. Did y'all see the Jets defense in the first quarter the other night? Yes or no in the comment section. Let me know, did you see the Jets freaking defense in the first quarter the other night? I just want to know. Did anybody see the Jets defense the other night in the first quarter? I can't stand them bums, but I'm going to tell y'all now. I'm talking about ferocious and nasty. I mean, oh my gosh, the defensive line, I ain't even going to lie, y'all. Oh my, they obliterated almost every freaking play. When that ball got snapped, everybody almost, it's like, man, I ain't scared. I'm telling you what I saw. And we played the Texans. I was sitting there watching that crap. I'm like, dang. I ain't gonna lie. If they show any little resemblance to this in the regular season, it's gonna be. I ain't gonna lie. I start worrying about Tua. The amount of times they got back there and put their hands on the court, I start worrying about Tua. I swear to you, I was like, man. People like, who were the Jets playing? That's my point. Who were we playing? That's what I expected to see based off of who we were playing. But we'll see. They got to show up in the regular season, though. It don't mean nothing now. Ian J said Tua ended practice the way he started this last game with the pick. We practiced today? Did we practice today? I don't even know. I don't even know. Y'all gonna have to tell me something. My bad. That was the second to last practice. Oh, okay. I'm like, man, did we practice? I ain't know that. If A-Chain did not get hurt, do not trade, but shoulder injury could put him on the PUP list for first 4 weeks. Well, I heard they said week to week, so I don't think he's going on the pup. I don't think he's going on the pup. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, man. What I saw, man, I ain't gonna lie, was a little brutal. This would put us back in the conversation exactly Like put us ahead, put us at the top of the list of the conversation. Y'all don't understand how Jonathan Taylor would make Tua's life easier, more productive, and you'll start to view him as a guaranteed franchise quarterback with the structure around him. Because I ain't gonna lie, I am worried about the Dolphins. Let me tell y'all something. We just got hit with Robert Jones, probably gonna be out 8 weeks. A-Chain is gonna be out. Mike White is in concussion freaking protocol. Christian Wilkins still ain't got his money. Armstead, hopefully he be back week 1. Y'all know how the Dolphins do. Oh, we expect to back week 1 just like you did Byron Jones. Waddle still ain't been back. Well, we expect to back week 1 just like you did Byron Jones. Nick Needham, Trill Williams, I don't know what's going on with them. Yeah, Armstead hurt. Hey. That's early season, y'all. That's just right now. Those are concerns just right now. And we still got a lot more football to go. Anywho, 2021 season, Taylor rushed for over 1,800 yards on 5.5 yards a carry in addition to 18 touchdowns. Lord have mercy. Whoo! You bring that man to Miami? I tell you, I have a lot better belief in Tua. It's hard for me because Tua is going to be required to do certain things with this current roster that I don't know if he has in him. You bring Jonathan Taylor, he ain't going to be required to do as much. And I believe he got in him enough to, with the structure around him, we could get the job done. See, this is what it's about. This is exactly what it's about. We got to get the job done now. Like, well, why we got to sit around and see if the Jets can do it or not? We're in contenders too. Everybody around here talk about the Jets this and Jets that. You know why they doing that? It's not just because of the Aaron Rodgers hype. It's the simple fact that people know that this team is we're too top heavy. And even the top heaviness is so question marked. Through and through, there's too many. We did this whole thing last year. Too many freaking question marks. That's why you got to load up as much as you can, like the Eagles did. And I ain't talking about last year. I'm talking about that year they won the Super Bowl, the last one. Like, real talk, we can compete with anybody with a Jonathan Taylor added to this roster. What is top heavy? Top heavy is basically your best players. You're so good at the top, but the middle and the bottom is rough. You ain't got great depth. Let me give you an example. Running backs, you got a whole bunch of average people, so you're not even top heavy there. Tight ends, you ain't nothing heavy. You just middle of the road and at the bottom. So that counteracts, right? Quarterback, we don't even know. But let's go to where we got our better players. Wide receiver, Tyreek Waddle, straight up at the top. Everything after that, it ain't top 100 in the league at the position. Left tackle, Teron Armstead. Who after that? Connor, great. One of the top in the league. After him, if he got to be replaced, Robert Hunt, great guard. You got to replace him? Nope. I don't care who you name. They ain't the starter. And your left guard and your right tackle that's arguably they starters to begin with. Same thing on defense. Who you got behind Jalen Phillips? Who you got behind Chubb? Who you got behind Christian Wilkins? Because him and Zyler start. Raekwon? Nope. It's a massive fall off from Christian. Pili, whatever. Pili, he's come on, but he got hurt. X replacement? Nope. Ramsey, they out there fighting it to see. And then when the regular season starts, we're going to see how that look. David Long, who ain't perfect himself, but a dog. After him, we already know the issues we've had so long. See, that's the problem with our roster. One injury to a specific starter, and you could say next man up, but you're just saying it. Top heavy, starters. After that, you ain't got many backups that you'll feel good if you're in a playoff game to hold it down. That's what I mean, man. But we got flexibility. We got things that we could do in this situation. Guys we can move, contracts we can move. We got a lot of options. You got Jerome Baker, you got Emmanuel Ogbah, you got Christian Wilkins situation. Hell, you might even have a Connor Williams situation with the contract. You got some receivers, that you could play around with. I don't think Craycraft gonna make the roster. I think Ezekama finally eclipsed them. See, these type of guys. You got some flexibility. You got some room to make moves. You got players and assets that you can live without. Yeah. Y'all right. Even the quarterback room, Mike White, maybe. TD, they want first round pick for Jonathan Taylor, but don't value him enough to pay him. These owners are weird, man. No, these owners ain't weird. I done already told y'all they've done the study on running backs, man. They've done the study on running backs. Okay. They've done the study. The Colts always have they since the Andrew Luck situation, they've really tried their very best to have a great O-line. And they've, done a lot better in the O-line position. And what these general managers realize, if you pay an O-line and you have a good O-line, you don't need the best running back. We'll leave that to the teams who O-line ain't great, so the running back may be dynamic enough to help overcompensate best they can. Another reason why we need Jonathan Taylor. Another reason you need him. But these teams that's trying to pay these old linemen and stuff, they're good with putting anybody. See, this is how I feel. Mostert and Jeff Wilson, they deserve to be behind an elite O-line because they would be great. But putting them behind a bad O-line, they're going to make some plays, but they ain't going to be mentioned in the likes of the greats in the league. That's why in San Francisco, the system works when you have that type of O-line. And if you don't know about San Francisco O-line the last couple years, then you're missing out in a run game. That's why this works. But the problem we have is, San Francisco, great running game. The Dolphins going to get that. You ain't got that O-line. Even Armstead, he ain't no Trent. Get that straight now. And the truth of the matter is there's only about 5 ultra dynamic running backs in the NFL anyway. Outside of that, they all general managers starting to feel like they all the same. It's just some got better opportunities than others. Look at Zeke. Came in with the best O-line possible. You would have thought he was on his way to be a Hall of Famer. That O-line been starting to get depleted because Jerry been running out of money to pay him. And now Zeke look as average as anybody. So was it Zeke or was it the line that he was running behind that Jerry been telling y'all? So some of these guys that are great, quote unquote, great running backs in this league, a lot of them benefit from a great O-line. You go ahead and put them in the normal O-line in the NFL, and they're not so good. There's only about 5 guys in this league that can probably do with average O-line and still be a Pro Bowler. Jonathan Taylor, one of those guys. Derrick Henry, one of them guys. See those type of guys. Those type of guys. And if you're not one of, well, I don't know what the coach doing trying to let him go anyway. I know it's all about money, but they invested in the O-line. Our O-line is an average. What do you call them? What do you call them? We are ranked 20th. Well, then we below average. We worse than average then. 16, 17 is average. In that range. And truth be told, you can rank us whatever you want to rank us. But the reality is, with Armstead only going to give you 11 to 12 games, you could drop us to another 2-3 spots anyway. Taylor will make our line better. Yes, his patience, his vision. See, it's guys like that. They're truly professionals at the position. They're the alphas. They're the dogs. We'll see. Chris Greer, I'm telling y'all now, he ain't gonna sit on this. I think he gonna try to move heaven and earth, and if he can get him, he will. And if he can't, I know he would have made an effort. I don't think Chris Greer look at it with Jonathan Taylor out there. Okay, yeah, we straight. Nah, I don't think he does that. I don't think he do it. And I also don't think he gives up a first-round pick. I know Chris Greer. He'll give up a second. Greer will give up a second in a player in a heartbeat. Greer will give up a second in the Ogba in a heartbeat. Come up off that contract. Yeah, he a better option than Cook. See, that's the point. Cook ain't in Jonathan Taylor's stratosphere. Jonathan Taylor is that next level. I ain't saying Cook level bad, but Jonathan Taylor is that next level. And like I've been telling y'all about Dalvin Cook anyway, whole bunch of empty yards, whole bunch of rushes with less than 3 yards, and then a big old 60 to make the numbers look great and give him his yards. And yes, that is the biggest plus for Jonathan Taylor being 24 years old. I mean, y'all got to understand. Some could argue this man is the best running back in the league, 1 or 2 or 3. Some could argue that, like real talk. I ain't finna get into it. But you could argue that and not be called crazy. Somebody said, man, we ain't had an elite running back since Jay Ajayi, and Jay Ajayi wasn't even elite. He was just reckless. And I told y'all about Jay. He gonna look great, but he ain't gonna last long in this league because them injuries gonna start taking place. He was a violent runner who used his head first. Jay, that's what made him great. That's what made him great. His violent style of running. But Jonathan Taylor, finesse. I mean, he ain't got to be violent. He out there getting it done, putting the work in, like through pure skill, not overcompensation with aggression. It's my take. But Chris Greer gonna do his due diligence, y'all. Mark my words. Now, will we get him? We'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, JJ got the Super Bowl ring. He got a ring. You right about that. You're right about that. Was on the AFC's roundtable tonight. I can't believe Richie and Ryan had the nerve to say Breece Hall was better than Jonathan Taylor. They had lost their mind. They had lost their mind, y'all. I couldn't believe it, honestly. Anywho, real quick, I'm not going to be too long tonight. I'm going to spend another 15 to 20 minutes, but I want to go over some of the film from the Texans game. So if you want to stick around and hang out with me, that'll be cool. We can go over some of this film from the Texans game. Yeah, let's do that. All right, here we go. First play of the game, y'all. Do you see what they did? They literally loaded the box, y'all. And this is what I don't understand. With the play, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is what's kind of frustrating to me. With the play that's being called, pre-snap, they're already all over it. They all up in the box. I don't even know why they're ready for it. The safety came downhill in the box. It's almost like they have 5 linebackers, but that's only 3 because the corner is tight with the hidden receiver. You know, typically you ain't running the ball in this. This is a fake all day with play action. Like anywho. Look at this. Fakes the handoff. Did anybody truly bite on the run, y'all? Do y'all see this? A few guys went in there. And this is what he wanted right there. He saw number 45 in that scene. That's what it was right there. Tua saw 45 in that seam and said, ooh, if I hurry up and get it there, that's a nice chunk. But he never sees the linebacker coming over. Let's back it up a frame. Let's back it up a quick frame here. Look at the middle linebacker right here, spying it the whole time. Not the underneath, just the middle linebacker. Spying it. We just never see it. Because the whole time we already knew where we wanted to go with the ball. And it's funny to me that people were saying, no, he went through his reads here because he looked at the running back first. No, he didn't, because the running back ain't even ready to be a receiver yet. Or Tyreek, not the running back, Tyreek. He ain't even looking back ready for it yet. He didn't go through no read to Tyreek because his route ain't even established yet. It is. No, he looked at the running back Tyreek first. No. Because that's not a read to be had yet. He saw the tight end. He wanted to squeeze it in there. Somebody said I heard bad route. What do you mean bad route? Where was 45 supposed to run? Somebody bad route? Is that what we call it now? It's simple. Running up the seam. Bad route? At the end of the day, our quarterback just it's not a bad decision. It's just he didn't pay attention to the defense. That's all. It's not a bad decision. If that linebacker wasn't there, that's a big play. I told y'all it depends on what they do. If the linebacker isn't there, we're gonna say we cooking. We cooking. Yep. It's just tough. What I want to do is go out of the end zone. Give me a second. Let me play this way. This is better. Ooh, look at that defense, y'all. Everything intermediate. See, this is my point. Never even looks at the defenders coming across. And that's what pressure does. That's what pressure does. But I want to pay attention in the trenches for a second. This is, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this is just bad execution of a play, because I can't tell you if the left tackle did this right or not, because we got what I believe is like wide 9 by the defense, because the defensive end just goes 100% unblocked. And sometimes we do this because we want the defender to think that we're running the ball and think that the tight end is coming to seal him on the back end right there. But the tight end is actually avoiding him, which told him, all right, let me get, and this is where Tua knows he has to get rid of the ball, but this is where you put it in the dirt or throw it away. But Tua never saw the defender because he's trying to rush to make a play instead of recognizing this one's blown. See, these are the interceptions that I don't care how much coaching you do, he's not going to be able to avoid these because Tua wants to make a play on every play. And he's not going to say, I'll just throw this in the dirt because I don't know if there's a defender coming. No, he's going to assume there is no defender because he makes these plays all the time and there is no defender. But with what they dialed up, the defender is coming. And look at the defender right here. Yeah, I dare you. I dare you to throw it. I dare you to throw it. These type of plays, we can't escape. They will happen throughout the year. It's just a matter of how many times. Just a matter of how many times. But this O-line work here, we run this action a lot and I don't like it. The defender is always going to be free on that if the tight end's coming out in the flat. They guarded it pretty well though. I want to actually get to the all right, here we go. Now, this is the redo. Now you see they've switched it up. Similar formation, not the same, but they switched it up 4x4. Last time you saw like 5 linebackers, what may have you. High snap, handoff. We take a loss on the play. This is just bad center work. But not only center work, let's call it what it is. What is Everybody gave up on the play. Miscommunication. They thought it would be a flag. They thought it was a false start or a defensive offside. Just badness all over the place. Now we're backed up in our own end zone. We're going to run the ball. Nice patience by Mostert, waiting on that hole to be sealed. Robert Hunt made this play right here, if you ask me. Look at this. Look at Robert Hunt going to the next level. Look at Robert Hunt getting to the next level. If it wasn't for Robert Hunt, number 68, sealing that guy off, nice job by Robert Hunt. And he celebrates it. All right. Next play. Now they got it spread out. 4 linemen. In this view, you got 2 linebackers. Let's look at Tua's view, watching them cook. Back to pass. Look at this protection is really good so far. He has time to throw. He's just looking down the middle. He's looking at 81, 81, 81, 81. So he goes to his first read. He just waits on it to develop. He knows he has that one-on-one action. Look at the tight end, fakes the end, pushes off, and gets on the out. Quick throw, easy work for an offense. Good protection, easy work. Next play, Tua fakes the handoff. No, did he? Yeah, he faked it. Oh, Jesus. Robert Hunt. All right, now you got a lot of guys in the box. Right there, Robert Hunt. I missed it again. What is Robert Hunt doing? Oh, he just got pushed in the face, kind of. But he lost. He got beat. Tua in trouble. Throw it. Get rid of the ball. Quarterback shouldn't have to take these kind of hits. Ugh. Just terrible. Good job getting rid of the ball by Tua. All right, running back, rotate sides. Quick little screen action. Get rid of the ball quick. Nothing to see on the O-line because at the end of the day, we're getting rid of that ball. Mike McDaniel know the pressure coming and he don't want it to get us. 3rd and 3. They send a 5-man. They send the blitz up the middle. So everybody got one blocker and Moster's there to add to the protection as well. So we got 4 guys going out on the route. Tua looking to the right, staring it down, and goes to the right. And that was Tyreek, one-on-one. Put the guy in a blender. I remember this when it was a spin. The guy literally did a 360 on a spin. First and 10 at the 39. 1 in motion. Tua, toss to the right. Look at that. Got the defensive end caught going inside. That's what created this to begin with. But, ooh, who is that set the edge on the outside? I don't like that. Braxton Berrios got to do better than that. Well, he's small. You wish he could drive his guy. If he could drive his guy, there would have still been a run lane. But he got stopped at the point of attack because Robert Hunt is out leading with Austin Jackson. Austin Jackson hits his guy. I don't like Mostert's running here either. I feel like the vision should have saw the cut up about right here. That got to be a cut up. There got to be a cut up right there. But instead, he hesitated and stutter stepped, and then he wanted to cut back instead of cutting up earlier. I don't like that by Mostert. I still feel like that could have been a bounce inside and right back outside to get to the sideline and pick up at least another 5 to 10 yards. Yeah, that hesitation killed us on that. I do not like that by Mostert. I feel like your blockers did their job on this. Right, bam. You got to turn it up. Oh, yeah, and then Robert Hunt would have been coming around. Yeah. Yeah, you got to get inside and then back outside when you clear with Berrios. Same formation, opposite, but Tyreek reverses it. They send the handoff. Nice little scheme here, getting all the action going one way. 48. This is on 48. He's late detaching his block. Tight end 48. Yeah. He overcommitted. I want y'all to look at 48 on the left side of the line with his hand in the dirt. You're going to see him trap on the double team. But the problem is he's fallen to the ground almost. He got overcommitted. And what he was supposed to do was hit the double team, disengage right away, and get to the next level. If he would have did that, this would have been a big game, but he didn't. One guy, 48, right there. You see him falling? He's falling to the ground. You can't even really see him. He should be detaching right there to already be moving to that next level to number 6. And 81 is taking 46. And that would have been a nice hold for about a 7-yard gain, but instead looked like it went for about 3 or 4. Yeah, that's bad run blocking by a guy who I don't even know if he'll be on the team where he should be out here starting. All right, no tight ends sitting on the line. It's offline. Look at this. This is that. So we're looking. We're throwing in the flat. I don't like this by Tua, honestly. I understand Ahmed broke the tackle, but he went right away to his first read. I don't like it because I thought that this would have been a big game play had he been stepped up in the pocket with a little more patience, and he could see Chosen was coming wide open on this, in my opinion. Look at this. You see Chosen in the middle of the field? I feel like he was coming wide open for one of those intermediate passes. But again, he was trying to get rid of that ball real quick. You can't knock him for it. Can't knock him for it. And the reality is it wouldn't have been a great game, but the guy missed the tackle. So he let his running back make a play. So good job out of running back. And again, this ain't nothing to knock Tua on. I just feel like reading the situation probably could have had a better option there, in my opinion. But it's still a big play. We just did it the harder way. So again, don't get all bent out of shape. It ain't nothing to knock Tua on. It's still a good conversion. All right, next play. That's a handoff to Mostert. Now that's the vision that you want to see. That's the vision that you want to see from Mostert. You're coming through the hole. You already see that you're going to want to cut up right there. Nice. Get off of me. Nice. That's the type of run you want to see. And Robert Hunt is loving it. Next play. All right. Another run up the middle. Let's see what's happening here. All right. So he hands off. This is just not that good. We got the 3 defenders with 1 blocker. Good vision, though, by Ahmed or A-Chain. Which one is that? I can't tell. But good vision, bouncing it out and trying to make it something. They chopped him down, though. All right, so this is a nice play from Tua right here, I remember. I think. No, this ain't it because he's staring somebody down on this one. Oh, yeah, this is it. This is a nice throw. Again, he puts it in the spot where it needs to be. This is an anticipation throw because it's like it's already on the way, on the break. Yeah, that's an anticipation throw. I know a lot of people look at that dart. He put it right where. No, he just a routine throw. It could have been no defenders there, and the pass would have been the exact same. It's just the defenders tried to make a play on it and just couldn't get to it. Again, I will say this: what we're looking at right now, which is a little bit concerning, every pass that we've seen, Tua is looking exactly where he wants to go, and he's waiting on it, and he goes there. Every single pass. I'm not sure if we saw even a second progression yet. I'm not sure we saw a second progression yet in this entire drive. But again, it doesn't matter if it's going to be there. But he's been taking that first read. He's been taking that first read, and then we're plowing in, trying to get in the end zone. And as long as he's converting the first read, it is what it is. I mean, you just know when things start getting rough, you don't want to get in trouble. Just continuing to do it, and then they start baiting you and start getting to you. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even realize that. T. Jones said he reads defense pre-snap. We know that, T. Jones. We know he reads defense pre-snap. Nobody ever said Tua couldn't read defense pre-snap. But that's the name of the game in the NFL. A lot of these defense now are giving you a pre-snap read, but a post-snap adjustment, and that's where he gets in trouble. We don't have any issue with Tua identifying what he sees pre-snap. I don't think anybody's ever had that issue. It's when that ball snaps and they show you something other than what they gave you. And teams scheme to that in the regular season, at least the great teams. Not the Lions, Bears, and Browns, but the other teams, they scheme to it. Go look at what Green Bay did with those 3 picks. They showed you one thing, then they hopped in the lanes that you thought you had. So, again, it's one of them things that just has to be cleaned up. Well, it ain't got to be cleaned up. It's just a matter of execution. It is what it is. We'll make plays this year just like we just did. But when you get to them great teams in the NFL, that's why it always looks like a disaster. Because post snap, they fooling you. Let's see. All right, this is Skylar's time. I got like 5 more minutes. Maybe we should do Skylar tomorrow. Let's get a play in on Skylar. Look at this. Protection's real good. Was this really a pass interference? Yeah, I don't know about what people talk about saying this was a pass interference. Nah, I see 2 hands in front of the ball trying to catch it. Yeah, I see 2 hands in front of the ball trying to catch it, and he couldn't come down with it. Yeah, I'll have to do Skylar tomorrow, man. I'm running out a little bit of time. I got a few things I got to take care of tonight. But yeah, that's what we'll do. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do Skylar tomorrow. And we'll evaluate his play on the field. But yeah, and maybe we'll look at some of the other teams in the league. Maybe like I told y'all, we could take a look at the Jets, their first quarter, that defense and stuff. We'll see. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I want to remind y'all one more time before we get up out of here about the Discord. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for always supporting TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Right now, I want to give you all the opportunity to join the TD Fans Talk Discord server. Yes, we have our own Discord server now. That way, you'll always have access to our Miami Dolphins community. That way, if you're not getting notifications for videos or you want to know what's going on or the latest, or just chat Miami Dolphins football, you can download the app and make sure that you sign up for TD Fans Talk Discord. The link is in the description of the video. Make sure you check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Again, let's enjoy the server and let's use it responsibly. Fins up no matter what. Peace. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I know it's getting late. So fins up no matter what. We'll stay at it tomorrow. I know we're practicing on Wednesday and Thursday. I think I'm making a decision to just stay home and not go to those. I've done enough traveling. I don't think me going to practice the last two open practices is going to tell me anything that we need to know. Yeah, I'm probably good unless I change my mind at the last minute. I'm gonna stay up in Central Florida. I'm not gonna take that trip down south. Glenn said Coach put Taylor on the pup list due to an ankle injury. Some say it's about contract. Everybody knows it's about the contract. Everybody knows that. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. See you soon. Peace. I'm out.